evening, you're watching Fiji Today News. I'm Lavanir Ndiva. The Prime Minister, Commodore Varenkin Bainimarama, together with the Permanent Secretary for Finance, Philemoni Wangambala, this morning signed a check of $150 million to settle the country's first international bond, which was raised by the SDL government in September of 2006. In handing over the bond settlement, the Prime Minister revealed that the settlement had been facilitated through the second bond of $250 million that government raised recently. Nemani Turangeviu was at this morning's handing over ceremony held at the Reserve Bank of Fiji building.
With the current positive economic performance, the Prime Minister Commodore Varenkin Bainimarama said the settlement of the bond clearly sends out a strong and positive signal to the local and international market. According to the Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, the settlement confirms Fiji's ability to honor its financial obligations, especially to the international community. He said the track record is the envy of many countries, and indeed creditors keep the record intact as the country has unwavering economic commitments to stick to.
Of this, $150 million has been directed to meet the commitment of the bond issue of 2006, while the balance, as stated previously, will be utilized to invest in infrastructure.
The head of government said targeted investment in infrastructure will not only improve the quality of the lives of Fijians, but facilitate private sector investment in the country, connect rural and urban communities, and connect suppliers to the various markets. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Finance Permanent Secretary Philemoni Wangambala said, given the developments in the European market and how their performance affects interest rates, Fiji will continue to monitor these developments and make the right move in as far as economic reforms and decisions are concerned.
But as of now, there is healthy trading of our bond in the secondary market, and there is also demand coming forward for asking whether we want to issue some more bonds in the primary market.
With the settlement of the bond, Fiji's debt to GDP ratio will drop from 58% to 53%, and the foreign reserves remain at $1.6 million as the bond was placed in the external sinking fund. The sinking fund, which now has $50 million following the payment of this bond, will pay off the second bond when it matures in March 2016.
Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ratuinoke Kumbombola, today responded to comments made by the New Zealand Prime Minister John Key regarding Fiji's readmission into the Pacific Islands Forum. While Fiji's absence was noted greatly by media outlets and political commentators, Ratu Kumbombola today said that the Fiji government is determined to improve the lives of all Fijians and that any readmission into the forum would take a lesser priority. Ratuinoke today sent out a clear signal to forum giants Australia and New Zealand that any inclusion for Fiji into forum talks must not be where it suits the forum.
Responding to comments by the Kiwi Prime Minister John Key on the agenda discussed at the 2011 MSG Leaders Summit and the Engaging with the Pacific Conference held recently, today our Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ratuinoke Kumbombola, said that no point during these meetings did Fiji ask other regional countries to push for Fiji's re-inclusion in the Pacific Islands Forum. Ratuinoke confirmed that Fiji only sought to create greater understanding and to upgrade regional partners on the work being undertaken in the country to ensure that democratic institutions take root for the long term through the strategic framework for change. He added that Fiji is focused on improving the lives of Fijian people to which the government is answerable to, and that Fiji's readmission into the forum is last on the list, and that any re-evaluation of our membership could take place after the 2014 parliamentary elections. According to the minister, Fiji has made it clear that it will do what is necessary to ensure true democracy can be put in place in a time frame that makes sense for the country. He went on to say that existing and new partner countries that have examined Fiji's roadmap in an unbiased manner and have seen merit in the work have supported Fiji. Ratuinoke said the decision of the forum to permit Fiji back at the officials level into PESA Plus talks, which Fiji has withdrawn from, is a further sign of the hypocrisy of the forum. He says the forum must decide whether to include or to exclude Fiji in all its dealings, not just where it suits them. Last week, Fiji was invited back on PESA Plus talks, but only at the senior officials level.
A delegation from Canada is in the country for a trade and investment seminar organized by the Ministry of Industry and Trade and government's investment arm body, Investment Fiji. The seminar saw a wide range of issues and opportunities proposed to the delegation by the Minister for Trade, Mr. Ayaz Sayed Kayum. The Canadian delegations were also praised by government for considering Fiji as an ideal country for investment. It's the second international delegation to visit Fiji this month for investment opportunities. Last week, a delegation from the Kingdom of Thailand was in the country looking at the prospect of investing more in Fiji.
Let me also say that there are numerous opportunities that exist for you, not necessarily to set up businesses or invest in Fiji on your own, but there's a lot of opportunities for collaboration between already existing businesses in Fiji, Fijian businesses. And of course, some of you have connections with Fiji. Some of you have, of course, migrated to Canada many years ago. Some of you are descendants of the immigrants who went to Canada. And I think there is that connectivity that you can, of course, exploit.
Permanent Secretary for Trade and Investment Saipora Matai Kambara said the ministry anticipated a large promotion of opportunities to invest in Fiji through the seminar. That aside, Ms. Matai Kambara said the seminar is an opportunity for Fiji to promote our own capabilities and strengthen trade and investment relations with Canada.
As you know, an investment seminar like this is an informational forum whereby we have the opportunity to, to clarify on most of our incentives, policy on investment and doing business in Fiji, and also provides the opportunity to the potential investors. They are already businessmen, the people that are here today.
The Permanent Secretary added that the seminar provides all stakeholders the opportunity to share information and that by the end of today's there's a large interest generated by potential investors to consider Fiji as the ideal location for investment.
Stay with us. Coming up, giving biofuel a new name and a new supplier. That and more after the break.